As you can see here, the first read is for the students to just get a good idea about what the whole article is about. For this reason, I always read the first read to them as they sit back and listen carefully. After I read the article, the students know they're responsible to write down a brief summary on a sticky just so that I can make sure they know the gist of the article and I can check for clarification. So the chart paper you see is a couple of sentence starters to guide them in writing their stickies, and the pink stickies you see on the chart paper are their responses. And it's a great way for the kids also to share out what they wrote on their stickies, and it leads to a great class discussion. Now for the second read, it's the students' turn to read the article in either partners or small groups. This is something I have displayed for the students so that they're aware of exactly what they're supposed to be doing during that second read. It's the most active part of reading is the second read, because that's when they're chunking the text. After each paragraph, they just chunk by drawing a line, and they know that at each line they're supposed to stop and jot. And I always tell them, when you're jotting in the margins, you always ask yourself, what did I just read? And they're also circling words that they don't know, underlining keywords, and I tell them to be very careful. They're not supposed to underline everything, just the most important words in the article. And so this really holds them accountable to make sure that they're doing all those tasks.
Well, the problem is some summary. It's some heading. Right here, circle this word that we don't know. This one. Where is it? Right here. Global warming. And Canada. And Canada. Seals. That's TV. Polar bears. Seals. And I think the humans can I'm back. Let me see what say the polar bears. I think radiant is something that is nice. Oh. Okay, Bridget means that because it's in the paragraph says polar bears mostly eat swim in the frigid or very cold water. So I think radiant means in something in the water very cold. Yeah, what do you think? Why do you think that?
It says polar bears mostly eat seals that swim in the frigid or very cold seas.
Oh, okay. So, what other words that you don't know something? Yeah, bro.
Another thing I want to mention about the second read is that since the students are writing all these things throughout the article, jots, questions, underlining, circling words, and having great conversations, the second read can take longer than one day. And in fact, with this group, our second read lasted 2 days. Now for the third read, the students read the article one last time, which can be done with partners or individually, and the kids can continue to ask questions, make inferences, form opinions and reflections over all the information that they've just learned and read about. And one fun way we did this is to use a PSYOP strategy called Vote with Your Feet, which you're about to see now.
Start voting with your feet and tell me what you think.
Cheese. Okay, on here. Mostly because polar bears are not having food because the ice is melting early in the year. If they don't get enough to eat, they be extinct.
Extinct, yeah.
And for polar bears, if they right now they won't need to eat for winter and spring.
Very good. Michael, make sure to tell them your reason. What's your reason?
My reason is that
Why do you think it's important?
I think it's important because, like, over here, so they are dying from hunger, but if people didn't burn less fuel, then they can just catch food very easily.
Thank you.